Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whenever you are. Thank you for watching my videos. Sorry about that. You can see that I'm going to start over again. I'm on Twitch here, right? All the YouTube viewers. Hopefully you guys can see all this. I'm joined with Inti, and hopefully, again, you guys could see this. I'm not 100% sure because of... this is the first time I'm simulcasting, and we're gonna see how it goes, right? And we're gonna learn from whatever mistakes and errors and problems we have. I have to go through this process because YouTube is slowly kicking me off, and I want to get to the point where if once YouTube goes, hey, you know what, get lost, right? I'm going, okay. I don't want it to be a concern of mine, right? And so, yeah. Thank you for following Mind Gas, whatever his name, 415. Thank you for following my channel. And yeah, we're going to be today. We're going to be talking about Bitcoin, Ethereum, altcoins, how to trade them, where to trade them, and all that kind of stuff. Because that's where we are. We're in the rocket ship phase of all the altcoins. Thanks to the Federal Reserve, thanks to the ECB, and thanks to the Bank of Japan, they have guaranteed us higher returns.
Guaranteed.
Yes.
Okay.
They practically guarantee. I mean, come on. They guaranteed us, right? When you print money, at the amount that they're going to print, they practically guaranteed us free money. Right? Because they want to have asset prices go up. Well, I'm sure you're going to get that done. All right, Inti, don't you think?
Hmm?
Don't you agree? Right? Hasn't that happened before in other countries? Like, I don't know, Argentina?
I don't know exactly in Argentina because they are not like big players of the stock markets as far as I know.
Yeah, but
Right?
has prices gone up in Argentine pesos because they printed more
course.
money?
Dude, everything goes more expensive every day. It's not like this week or the next month the bread is going to be expensive. No. It's each day.
Exactly. It looks like your camera's frozen again.
Oh, okay. I'll start you again.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Doesn't matter.
All right. Well, anyways, we're gonna go over the different altcoins and so forth. Well, actually, Bitcoin and Ethereum, and I want to go over one altcoin today. All right. So let's get on to that. But before we do, Inti has a few words to say.
Yes. As always, people, it's worth to remind you that this video is for entertainment purposes only and this is not a financial advice. Please do your own research before putting any of your hard-earned money on the market.
Awesome. Okay, let's head over. This is to my YouTube studio on another computer because this computer is running at 92% in order to pull this thing off, right? 92%. This is a Mac Mini, right? The newest generation Mac Mini, fully loaded. Like I bought the highest end with everything loaded for $5,000, and it's useless, absolutely useless. All right, so it looks like I'm gonna have to upgrade to the Mac Pro and spend like 50 grand.
Or you could build yourself a computer much more powerful than a Mac Pro.
Yeah.
For a tenth of the price.
Yeah. For Windows though.
Yes.
Maybe.
For Windows, even better.
Yeah, I might do that. I get myself a Threadripper. Anyways, nobody knows what I'm talking about when I say Threadripper. But anyways, let's see here. Well, as you can see, Bitcoin is slow. Has not broken out of the price. Has not broken out of the the Bollinger Band on the weekly, and so that means we're gonna have a little bit more room to go higher. A lot more room to go higher on the bands and expand the bands before any kind of rest period comes. And I have a couple trades, but I'm not confident that they're going to get taken because the trade setups that I'm using is for ranging markets, not trending markets. So what that means is a ranging market is a market that goes to the side, right, up and down, right, and like we've seen here for the last while, right. But for a trending market, this Hail Mary style does not work at all. Um, it's it's not going. I feel that you have to wait for the W's and break out, and you have to time it right. You can't go for any old W. You have to get to a really good one, and you have to know when it's about to, when the volume is set, everything's set for it to take off, because this will fake you out a few times if you have high leverage before it goes higher. So if you use low enough leverage, I think you'll be fine on this thing. You won't get stopped out, but or liquidated. But there's a high probability that none of my entries on Bitcoin or Ethereum is going to get basically filled, right? So I'm looking for an entry way down here. That's only if there's a a scam wick. Now at this point in time, that those entries are going to get filled.
Oh,
That looks.
Davinci?
Yes.
Excuse me for interrupting you, but people are complaining because in the YouTube stream, the audio and the video is completely out of sync.
Well, you're gonna have to go to the what's it called? Go to the Twitch to see to see a clear video. I'll fix that in the next stream, and I'll re-upload because I'm actually recording this, so I'll re-upload this video to YouTube. All right. So I'm gonna just continue on, and if you head over to Twitch, you'll have a better quality of video, and then you could wait, or you could wait until I upload this to YouTube. Okay. Yeah. So just write that. You're gonna probably have to write that into the YouTube stream, into YouTube text. Alrighty. Going forward, right? Let's see here. We have where do we think these things are gonna go? First off, right? Let's just see where can this thing go? So right now, Bitcoin has taken off from this level, from these levels here, around the 450 level. That's where it was like, okay, I'm gone. And so I'm going to take an AB equals CD from that level here. I'm going to go to a 4-hour chart. Maybe you can see it better. Yeah, there we go. So I'm going to go to a 4-hour chart. And see, we can see a nice clear W here. So I'm going to take the AB equals CD from that level. Now, I might have to re-examine that AB equals CD, but I think that's a pretty good level to start. And then I'm going to clone that. To say, well, you know what, maybe clone. And maybe we can go all the way up to, where is it? $12,500 is another target. We're gonna re-examine this AB equals CD. I'm gonna re-examine this AB equals CD afterwards. May not be correct, but that's one possible target. Looking at Ethereum, because Ethereum's a nice coin. Actually, you know what? I want to talk about Ethereum in a bit. Let's see here.
And shout out to Crypto that is in the YouTube chat.
Oh yeah, how's he going in there? How's he surviving in the YouTube chat? Crypto. I know it's not the greatest, but you know what? I want to do this, and I have to go through the pain of having problems, right? By switching over to another platform. And I'll keep fixing it until it gets repaired, right? Let's see here. Thanks for following. D4V3EY. Okay. All right. So let's just see here. Oh man, that's just crazy. This is gonna be a crazy AB equals CD. I don't like this because that's where the last W was down here on the 4 hour. This is going to be an insane. But you know what? Actually, it probably will do it. It will do it. It probably will do it because it's Ethereum. It's been super oppressed for too long. It's probably going to, yeah, 410. Yeah, that's nothing. It'll probably walk right through that like it was butter. All right, so 410 is a possibility. I expected more time here, but it doesn't look like it. You can see there's a W happening on the 4 hour here. Oops, let me just zoom in there. Let me zoom in so that you guys can see that better. There's a nice W here that formed on the and is breaking out right now. So yeah, this level here, which broke out at $324. Yeah, of course, there's always that pullback whenever there's a breakout of W. This W is super clear on the 4 hour, super clear. So I would say, hey, you know what? If you're a breakout trader, this would be a time to like wait for it to pull back a little bit and haul some butt and see if it gives you a little bit of a win here. But keep in mind, guess where your stop loss has to be. If you take this breakout, your stop loss has to be all the way down here. Absolutely, like there's no way. You have no other choice. Your stop loss has to be that, and that's what percentage is that? That's 5.35%. There is no other option. Your stop loss has to be there because they will stop you out. And let's just see if you can take this to the $410. And how much would you get? Yeah, that's decent amount of money. Look at that. So if we go to if we just go to 400, right? The nice round number, right? You're getting a 4.5x return on your money just on that trade. And so you have to take that. That's a trader's life. You have to take that risk. There's a chance that the price gets scammed way down and then goes back up, and you have to take that risk if you want to trade, and that's the trader's life. He's making his best guesstimate and taking a chance and seeing what happens. He's rolling the dice and seeing what happens. I don't like what this is telling me. I don't like what this is telling me. This is telling me, yeah, we're going down, right? But we've already negated that a little bit by breaking up higher, right? But yeah, so I'm a little concerned by that, but now that we've broken higher, I think maybe we've negated it. I don't know. Let's just see. All right, today I just got a double on ADX, and in our chat room, we were talking about whether or not to sell the alts, and I told people, no way you sell your alts, because the reason why is because you don't know if this is going to go. They're just gonna dump it a little bit and then go higher, and look what happened. You don't know what's going to happen. Actually, that's the key thing. Anything can happen, and when you have a solid solid plan, right? You stick with it always, right? And you're like, well, what if it goes to zero? And thank you for following Jode57. What if it goes to zero? Oh my God! Well, if your plan does not manage for coins going to zero, and it doesn't manage for to a point where, hey, you know what, this might not work, right? You have a bad plan, right? And you have to decide, you have to learn whether or not your plan is bad by paper trading and so forth beforehand. But the little lady strategy, because she has so many coins, and and any one loss would not harm her at all. This is why it doesn't make any sense to sell your coins. When we saw that Bitcoin was going to pump, causing these things to dump a little bit, and I thought, no, not going to do it. And I bet you all, and you know what happened? See this volume here? It was nothing. Absolutely nothing. Right? But it was just people like pulling their bids and saying, hey, you know what? I don't want to buy this coin anymore, right? And then the few people who were left selling and not creating much volume. And yeah, so this thing is ready to fly. And I bet you a lot of coins are like this, because I woke up to this morning. Yesterday my account was down like 10%, right, across the board on my altcoins. Today, my what's it called? My portfolio is right back up again, and I'm like, what? Alrighty. With that said, I want to talk about joining BTCmex. As you can see, there is a link right here to not BTCmex, but BTCmex. Sorry, not BTCmex, BTCmex. And they're giving away to my subscribers 0.1 Bitcoin, up to 0.1 Bitcoins. And to do that, right, all you have to do is, open up an account at BTCmex, which is right there, btcmex.davincej15.com. Once you've done that, right, you head over to the Google Forms, right? The link is in the description below. Fill out the forms, deposit your money, of course, and then fill out the form, and then they'll deposit you up to 50%. 50% of whatever you've deposited, if up to 0.2 Bitcoin. So let's just say you deposit 0.01, which is the minimum. They'll give you 0.05 Bitcoins, right, to trade, not to withdraw. You're not going to be able to withdraw it. Don't think that you're going to be able to. You'll be able to trade with it. So if you guys have 0.2 Bitcoins lying around, burning a hole in your pocket, you know what? You can now trade with that. Trade not with that. Trade with the money that these guys are going to give you, and you could take a risk. Take the risk, right? Of this W here that's forming on Bitcoin and on Ethereum. I don't know if they're going to give you the money by the time this thing is ready to pop, but who knows? You might get lucky. So if you do it right away, you can trade with their money and not with yours. And so yeah, that's the way you do it, right? And then all your winnings is yours, right? You can't withdraw the money that they gave you, but you can't get all the winnings for free. So that's my that's what I'm going to be doing, right, in order to get some of this free money. So I want to hopefully that you guys can do that as well. All right, thank you for participating. Thank you for joining BTCmex, and I hope you guys enjoy that exchange. All right, let's go on to the questions and answers for today. Unfortunately, hopefully, we didn't lose too many people on YouTube, but sorry about that. We're gonna have to adjust, right, for during the day and figure out what happened, why it didn't work, and we'll figure it out, and then we'll get it up and running for the next stream. All right, Inti, what do you got for me in the way of questions?
Yes. Sorry. So from YouTube, we have a super chat from our friend Super Google Lee. He asked, "Hey Davinci, my man, could you have a look at Dash against US dollar and see where the price target is? Already holding. Many thanks."
You're already holding. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna bring up Dash. Let me just switch the screens here. Dash. And let's bring it against USD. Who's has the longest? It's Bitfinex, right? So Bitfinex probably has the longest history, and I don't see it here, but because I remember seeing Bitfinex with Bittrex, and I don't see Bitfinex. It looks like they got it, maybe delisted it. Okay, well, that's just the way it is. All right, so yeah, we got a little cheeky W happening here, breakout, but doesn't count as something that would probably continue for quite some time. This is a coin that has to do a little bit of suffering before it actually starts to break out. Don't be surprised if this thing stays flat during this altcoin season. Then even though we're coming to a point where the altcoin season should be picking up massively, I wouldn't be surprised if we stay down here. But keep in mind, it has been down here for quite some time. Wow, brutalized. Oh my goodness! Since let's see here, what was it? November, December 2018. Wow, that's a long time. That's like over a year and a half. Okay, maybe I might want to take that back. This thing might pop this month, because that's a long time, right? Staying around the $80 range, and maybe popping a few times before it. Yeah, that's. I think it's baked enough on the dollar range to really pop hard. Now, with that said, where's this thing gonna go? Well, if we if this thing, let's just go all the way to the top here, just to the 38.2, that's $600. When this thing's ready to go, $600, right? Once it breaks these levels, the $100 to $200 level, the $600 level is just gonna fly up there really fast. So look for I don't know. There's no decent market structure down here. Looking at this, other than, I mean, this is probably right here is the next breakout level. 133 level is where you could say the next breakout level is going to be, and that's pretty far away, right? And then I didn't like how it W'd out here on a small W that didn't seem like anything significant, and then popped. It's almost manipulated, right? I'm not gonna say it was, but it's a little bit suspicious, right? Because it had to come all the way back to where it first took off. Not bad returns if you bought the lows, and you've already doubled your money. So I would take you half off the table if you did buy the lows. Even though this thing's not going away, right? You just want to be able to, like, make sure that you're playing with the house money, basically. That's, I know this is quite a ways away. $80, so it's almost is a double away, because it's like 160 is just up here. I think this thing, we have to let this thing bake a little bit, but yeah, we could be in the start of something big here with this W, because it already did that here. Wouldn't be surprised if it does it again. Let's just see. We have to wait and see. I've already got a lot of bags on this, so I'm not interested in getting any more. I think Dash is going to be around for a while, and will do well in the next coming season. Don't be surprised if Dash breaks its all-time high. Buying here, not a bad idea. And also waiting for it to come back down a little bit to purchase some more is also a good idea as well, because Dash is not going away. All right, next question.
Next question. So from YouTube, we have another super chat from Mr. DT and asks, Davinci, could you please keep the price target for ADA, long term and short term?
For Cardano, well,
Yes.
I'm gonna have to be honest with Cardano. Let's just see here. I think 80. Let me just bring up a chart anyway, because I don't think I think it will do well. I don't know how well it's going to do. I think it's probably going to be one of those coins that that basically like goes thermal, right, and blows away its all-time high, even priced in Bitcoin.
I don't see a chart.
Oh, you don't?
No.
I am on the charts. On
There we go.
yeah.
Sorry, I had a big delay.
So I see I see it blowing through its all-time high, which is what 9,000 sats on Bitcoin easily. But yeah, you're gonna have to wait until another 15 months for this thing to really get going before you see that happening. But yeah, we're gonna see that if they produce their product and it works and people use it, and also yeah, we're going into the craziness of Bitcoin bull run. People are going to come to all these different alts. They're going to look at these alts and go, "Yep, I'm buying that. It's a lot cheaper," and that's all that matters. They're buying it and just to get their money out of the dollar, out of Dodge. So all these coins, pretty much, I could say, you know what? Honestly, I can tell you, there's about, you know how when normally when people trade, 90% of the population lose money, right? I'm going to tell you right now that if you buy a large number of coins, and you don't limit it to just 10, right? But even if you do limit it to 10, it'll still be all right. If you spread your money out as much as you possibly can, right? I bet you like 90% of your alt portfolio or altcoin portfolio will see extreme gains during the next bull run. Extreme. And only 10% will go to zero from here on out. And that's what I'm betting. I'm betting that you'll see that happening. I think you can pretty much just hit the buy button thanks to the Federal Reserve and the ECB and the Bank of Japan and all the central banks of all the world. You could just pretty much hit buy right now at anything. Alrighty, next question.
Alright, next question. So this one is from Twitch for Mr. Hadrick 1974, and this is a question that I'm seeing repeatedly today for some reason, and says, would you give a more detailed explanation of the W pattern? I cannot always see them.
Sure, not a problem. They're difficult to see, and I will show you how to best see them if you can't see them with the candlesticks. If you can't see them with the candlesticks, just switch to a line chart, right? And what you're looking for, right, is this kind of pattern, right? You're looking for the price to come down, go back up, right? Like if it was coming down like this, right? Make sure if it comes up, like if the pattern goes like this, right? It comes down, right? And then and then it goes like this, but then that's a bad W. Let me undo that. Hang on. Let me start over. Oops. Let me delete all this. Undo. Right click. And start over. Clear. Drawing tools. Where is it? Clear all drawing tools. Hide. Oh man, it was hide all drawing. No, let me just start over. I'm just gonna quickly start over here. So what you're looking for is like something that goes like this, this, and not comes all the way quite down and takes off. And here is where you would enter, right where at the top of the W, at the top of that V pattern there. So, and you want to make sure that the last W does not go down below this one. The last V does not go down below this one. And you can see that here on this line chart. And I'm going to see if I can make that line chart a little bit better. Settings. Where's the settings for the charts? Oh no, can't do it right now. Line chart. But anyways, you can see it. Let me just zoom in here. Let's see if I can zoom in. I'm gonna zoom in to that. You can see that there's a W right there. Do you see that? You see it right here on the blue? You can see a nice clear W and the breakout, and then we're off to the races. So this is one way you can actually look for a W and find them a lot easier is with a line chart. If we go back to a bar chart, right, you can see it right here on the daily, right? It's not that clear if you go to multiple, the lower time frame, it's probably a little bit better. Then there's this W you can count as well, because it's like there's I'm pointing to the screen, duh. And then you can see that there's a bigger W on the daily time frame right here that's clearly drawn out here. Alrighty, and then you could do what they're really powerful is if you go to the weeklies and auto scale, and then if we okay, I want to get rid of these squiggly messes. Okay, delete, 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 delete. Goodbye. Goodbye. Okay, so if we see a weekly W, which I can see right here, there's a nice weekly W. That is very, very powerful, right? And you can see the breakout right there. Nice, beautiful weekly W, and off we go. Right? Sometimes it fakes you out, right? Because this is a nice one too. But notice how it didn't quite. It was like came down, and then tried to create create a W here, but didn't quite work. Try to create another one, but it's not really a good W because the peak was lower than this peak over here. So yeah, you could negate this right here where you see it kind of looks like a W, but it's not, because it didn't quite go high enough above this peak here. Then that doesn't count. And so right here, exactly, you can see another one. And you can see another one right here, and it's not quite a W until it gets to this point right here. This one, these two are a W. Okay. Next question.
So next question. So I've seen that in the Twitch chat, a lot of people is asking for XRP technical analysis.
Oh, XRP.
Yes.
The coin that's for the empire. you want the empire's coin, right?
Oh boy.
Right? You want to go over to the dark side. Right? All right, no problem, right? You know what I say? Don't hate it, don't date it,
just trade it.
Well, I expected XRP to do something here. I'm like, they're not manipulating this thing enough. I expected a lot more manipulation here, a whole lot more, and we're not getting it. Did it actually dump all the way down here? Wow. 19 in the last two. Wow. And now it's back up again. It's ridiculous, this coin. And I bet you this is the XRP company dumping on you. That's just wrong, so wrong, right? Well, it's ready to go, at any point in time here. I would like to see it create a nice W, but I don't think it's going to let you do that. I don't think you're going to be able to get in on a W here, only because of I get the feeling that they're purely manipulating this. I've started nibbling all the way down here and seeing if I can, because I don't know when they're going to manipulate this thing to do something crazy like this candlestick here, or these several candlesticks. This is all them manipulating it. There is no market fundamental to this. This is like the gold market, nasty, manipulated, controlled, right? And yeah, because that's what they are about. They want to provide the banking system with a controlled cryptocurrency, so that they can continue to do their evil deeds of inflating money and controlling you. So hey, you know what? They just need to market this so that you get into it, you buy this, you believe the nonsense that, oh yeah, this is a distributed ledger, when it's not. Right? Well, it is a distributed ledger. Let me take that back. It's not. It's decentralized distributed ledger, when it's not. Right? It's highly centralized and highly controlled. And so at any point in time, if let's just say Iran started to invest in this and started to avoid the sanctions, they could just call up the guys at XRP and say, hey, you need to put a stop to that, and they will. All right. So yeah, I honestly, I really think you should just be buying some of this XRP if you're just interested in making money, and selling half on a double and walking away, because people are stupid. People will buy this thing. People will believe the lies, and you might as well profit from it.
All right,
Next question, yeah. Let's call this the last one, because I want to get in. I'm going to be doing a meeting at 9, so I don't want to be late for that.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
So this one is from Hookie108 from Twitch. He asked, if Bitcoin pumps again, do we expect the alts to bleed again?
I don't think so. I think that this time around the alts are going to pump with it. I really do. We'll see. So yeah, let's see if I'm right on that one. I really believe that the alts got psyched out, and they're like, wait a second, man, here, we have good fundamentals too, And most people, especially when it pumps to a certain height, to a point where everybody's looking at it and going, well, it's too high, man, I can't be buying this right up here, it's just too high. Once that happens, then that's when the alts will get their day. They'll start to pump, because everybody will be like, well, I can't buy Bitcoin, right? It's probably just going to crash again and go to the alts coins, because they're all down. Yeah, so I bet you that's going to happen. All right, thank you very much, everyone, for watching. Please check out my these links here if you're interested in trading the altcoins. But remember, the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency as well. Binance is there, so you can trade that at Binance for altcoins. But remember to not do so much leverage unless you know what you're doing, right? The leverage cuts both ways heavily. It can make you a lot of money, and it could take a lot of your money. And so don't gamble on the markets with your money. They give you free money there. A lot of these sites use that, and then once that's gone, walk away from the casino. Just walk away. All right, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you guys tomorrow. Cheers.
Cheers, people. To the next one.